Bulletin, do you know that cybercrime is becoming a growing problem in Fiji?
Cybercrime is defined as a crime in which a computer is the object of the crime, such as hacking and spamming.
Cybercrime is also cyberbullying and using fake profiles to cause panic and spreading false news.
If you're involved in this or know anyone who's committing these crimes, report them immediately.
I'm Polly.
And I'm Peter.
We host the Traffic Jam Show on City FM.
From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. every weekday.
Do the right thing.
And Naka Fiji, in this bulletin, government declares state of natural disaster. Tropical cyclone Harold relief efforts underway. And no new COVID-19 cases.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Edwin Nunn.
A state of natural disaster has been declared in parts of Fiji as a result of the destruction caused by Tropical Cyclone Harold. National Disaster Management Minister Chone Usamate says the declaration, effective immediately, will cover the next 30 days, with emergency response teams taking relief assistance to affected areas. Maggie Boyle with the details.
Government has declared Tropical Cyclone Harold as a state of natural disasters for a few select areas in Fiji, in 3 of our divisions.
TC Harold, a Category 4 system, has left a path of destruction in 3 of the country's 4 divisions.
In the Eastern Division, this is being declared for Kandavu and for Southern Lao. For the Central Division, it is being declared for Tailevu North, Korvo, Nosori, Nakasi, Mbenga and Yanuva. And for the Western Division, the declaration of natural disaster is being declared for the districts of Nandarivatu, for Vatulele, the Mamanuda Group, the Esau Group, coastal communities in the Coral Coast, and along the Singatoka River in the Nandronga, Navosa province.
5 government ships along with a private vessel is now being prepared to deploy to these areas to help stabilize the situation.
The distributing of food and relief items to those that are affected. At the moment, our focus is on stabilizing the situation that we have on the ground. Make sure that people have adequate shelter, make sure that they can have the rations that they need to address their basic health needs and to address the immediate concerns that we have.
Working with the COVID-19 preventative measures in place, health teams have had to be recruited from outside of Suva.
More than 30 medical personnel sourced from outside the Suva containment area that are on those boats that are leaving this evening. They will be doing, apart from treatment, also making sure that we reduce the sources of leptospirosis, typhoid, dengue, and diarrheal diseases which are known to increase in number after any climatic event, especially when after a cyclone.
More than $3 million has been allocated for this initial TC Harold response, which is being funded by the Prime Minister's Rehabilitation and Relief Fund. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
A team from the Ministry of Local Government has carried out an assessment of informal settlements in the Suva lockdown area. The team confirmed that 7 homes in Waindamundamu settlement in Koronivianosori suffered significant damage to their roofs. Local Government Minister Premila Kumar says another 59 houses also sustained damage and are now being repaired. She adds the ministry conducted detailed assessments of the 7 homes and is making arrangements to assist these families. Waindamundamu is an informal settlement which is being upgraded by the government to improve the quality of life of 270 families. 66 evacuation centres were active as of last night, with 1,837 evacuees in the Western, Eastern and Central divisions. In the aftermath of the severe Category 4 system, a number of Fijians continue to shelter in evacuation centres, with relief assistance now being deployed. Defence Minister Inia Seruiratu says the priority now is to ensure that those most affected have basic supplies to tide them over for the next 2 weeks.
Immediate relief supplies, and of course we are looking at those that are still in evacuation centres, and of course those in the areas that have been affected by the devastation of Cyclone Harold. And initially they are considered for 14 days rationing.
As damage assessments from severe tropical cyclone Harold continue, a community in Narere Nasinu has united to help each other. A tornado at the height of the cyclone left a trail of damage in Flora Road, with at least 5 houses damaged. Apanisa Wangairandovu visited the community and files this report.
These families are still in shock from the ordeal that happened in the early hours of last Wednesday.
We were sleeping at the room at the back. Suddenly the wind came, the tornado came, we just wake up and the tin start going. I ran from there, I thought the hurricane's coming. Very scary. That one I can't explain to you people how that thing was happened.
The Mendra Kumar, who is a canteen owner, says now they are helping each other in recovery efforts.
Some community come and help because I got the photo with them, those people who bring it, but I just can't tell the name now because everything can't put in the mind.
Alipate Thama says he has stayed home to help his family since the cyclone.
I'm driving for a Ministry of Health till this Hurricane Harold came. I'm really thankful to God that no one of us in our neighborhood gets hit.
While the tornado lasted for only a few minutes, the losses incurred by these families are huge, and it will take several months before their lives will get back to normal. Apinisa Wangrandobu, FBC News.
There are still 16 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Fiji. 21 tests carried out on Sunday, with results coming back negative. Health Minister Dr. Ifiremi Wangainambete says with the mobile health clinics hitting the ground in Suva, the aim is to assess at least 100,000 Fijians within the lockdown area. He says it's a comprehensive approach in addition to several other measures the ministry is taking in the fight against the coronavirus. However, Dr. Wangainambete says there have been some concerns with one community linked to patients 6 and 7 in Suva.
Informal Settlement Muslim League, there are 23 houses which are close to the house of the two, the family that was positive in Namboa. Unfortunately, there have been breaches in terms of quarantine within that place, which we find disappointing in terms of people moving in and out of that small cohort of the community. And also, we've also found out that about 6 of the gentlemen were found outside of there during curfew hours.
Coming up, no decision yet on secondary school rugby league.
Oira na ngone no de nunu enda be singeni mataka.
Mersu sunga da kana loma dina kina be karon.
Sakena ngau na mitar lo bina na baksa ngai ka bala loma takina ngone. Dalabina oya wo meliki.
Bulre oya wo Samuel Samuli.
Nama kiki rau enda be mataka.
Moniti kina bakarombuka.
Ni wai tini kalima na miniti me ona kina tini na kaloko. Ena radio Fiji One nandomo ibiti.
Pinda pinda na mataka. Dan ramai na singabo.
Welcome back. The Fiji Secondary School Rugby League Committee is still coming to terms with the fact there could be no overall winner in the under-19 grade of the FSRL competition. This is due to the restrictions in light of COVID-19, leading to the suspension of all sporting tournaments locally and abroad. FSRL President Aquila Vute says they are still awaiting directives from the Fiji National Rugby League, since this is the first time for such a situation.
We have not met to discuss how to proceed from here. So, as I've also mentioned, that it's really totally strange now with this. It has never happened before. So, we'll just wait when we meet.
The current defending champions in the FSSRL are Queen Victoria School in the under-19 grade. NRL clubs are reportedly chasing 3 of the most polarizing ring-ins in the desperate bid to resurrect rugby league. It comes as the Queensland Premier continues to hamper plans to restart the season at an ongoing standoff with both league bosses. The Fiji Rugby Union is in continuous talks with the Australian Rugby Union on the Fijian Drewers' participation in the annual Australian National Rugby Championship.
The discussions with the Australian Rugby Union, they also, most of them are under lockdown. I think once measures implemented by the different governments, started to be relaxed, then we will continue discussions on the NRC.
The Fijian Drua has had an impressive record in the NRC, winning the title in 2018 and finishing third in 2017 and 2019. The working week begins with mainly fine conditions around the country. And that's your FBC Morning News. Join us again at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. Remember, in times of crisis, you need factual news that you can trust. Stop believing fake news about COVID-19 on social media. Fight misinformation by getting only the facts about the coronavirus from verified news sources like FBC's TV, radio and digital media news. www.fbcnews.com.fj, keeping Fijians connected with the truth.
हमारे खूबसूरत देश फिजी में चाइल्ड अब्यूज की घटनाएं आए दिन बढ़ रही हैं।
क्यों बच्चों का मासूम बचपन अब्यूज का शिकार हो जाता है?
अपने बच्चों की सुरक्षा का खास ख्याल रखें।
उनसे बातचीत करें, उनके दोस्तों के बारे में जानें।
आज के बच्चे देश का भविष्य है। मैं दीप्ति
और मैं मोनिश,
आपके हमसफर। शामिल हो जाए हमारे साथ मंडे टू फ्राइडे
5:45 AM से 10 AM तक
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन पर।